name is Lindy Sherries and I used to be a Sangoma. In this channel, I talk about everything, guys. Abokorobela, the secrets that we were taught not to share with you guys, how we used to trick you guys, the spirits, how everything works when you go to a Sangoma for consultation, yamatambo. So whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, please check out this channel so we can talk about it. If you believe in God, let's share the gospel. If you don't believe in God, you can check out the channel too. I want to hear your opinion and I want people to actually share their opinion, not insulting me without saying why. Thank you, and I'll see you on my channel.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. My name is Solomon Nizangi Shams. It's so good to be with you. Hope you are doing well this Sunday. In case you're going to watch later, this is a Sunday. Wherever you're watching from, please feel free to use the comment section. Let us know where you're watching from. I always love to know where you're watching from. Every time we get people in watching from a town I don't even know the name, for some new country, and which is quite exciting. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Solomon's Temple. That is, there's a lot of other videos that you can check out there. So now what we do here is we investigate issues, we bring people and interview them, just so they can give us their side of the story. And one thing we're very unapologetic about is the fact that we cannot tolerate seeing so-called pastors continue to dwell in sin and causing pain to young women, lying to young women, and jumping from one woman to another woman. It has become a pandemic within the church pastoral structure. A lot of pastors are involved in that. A lot of them are involved in that. And I have a young lady that I'm going to speak to. She's going to give us some insights and facts about very serious allegations against one Pastor Tshepo Mosala. If you're wondering who that guy is, this is Pastor Tshepo Mosala. He's a pastor of a church in Orange Farm, part of Johannesburg, called Kingdom of Hope. Now, that kingdom doesn't give no hope to any young woman. If you hear the testimony, the story, the side of the story of this young lady that I'm about to bring in, this man has bastardized a lot of young girls as young as 17, 18. He keeps lying to them, jumping from here to, it's like he slept with almost all the girls in the church. And he said he's the man of God. Tshepo Mosala. Don't forget this man. That's the man we're here to talk about. And I want to invite a young girl who was a part of the church staff. Technically, she used to run the admin of the church. So she has inside info. She's seen it. She knows the victims. Even herself, she's been a victim. You might say, oh, well, she agreed or no, whatever. But we men need to take responsibility when we go and deceive women and promise them this and promise them marriage just because we want to sleep with them. We have to take responsibility. As a man, I would not blame a woman first for sleeping with a man. I will blame the man first. You've never seen, you seldom see a woman going to a man saying, I want to, and manipulating the man to sleep with them. Mostly we, the man, because we have that sort of like more power when it comes to that. And we abuse it and misuse it. That's sad. Very, very sad. So let me bring in Asipe here. Asipe Siapu. Thank you so much, Asipe, for joining me.
Thank you so much, Solomon, for bringing me here.
Yeah. So, yes, you approached me to share this very crucial story. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you actually became a part of the church that is pastored by this Tshepo Mosala.
Okay, so I am Asibe. I'm 25. I live in Orange Farm. So basically, I used to not attend the church because it's a new church also. So I used to go to a church in Bedford View. So when I came this side, I was looking for a church because I was staying. It was after the pandemic, and I was at home. So I firstly went to a church that was at the same school, and then after that, I heard from Pastor Mosala from a radio. I was listening to a radio. He's part of a radio in Val. It's Hope FM. So I heard him talking in the radio. So and then I decided to take the directions, and then I went to the church. So when I went to the church, basically I went to the church, and then the church was okay and everything. And then he started to call the new people. Can the new people come in front? He wants to lay hands on them, pray for them. And then I went. So when I went, he started praying for me, prayed for me, and then that time I was not in a good space. I remember, like, I lost my job and everything was not going okay. I remember. So and then I started crying when he was busy praying and all that. And then after church, and then he came to me and then he asked me, "What's wrong? What's happening?" and all that. I was like, he was he was the person that came to me, and then I was okay. I know I am going through a lot. I just said I'm going through a lot, and it's just too much on me and all that. And then he was like, "No, it's fine. You should come to church, and everything is going to be okay." You see, and then okay, and then I agreed. And then I think after a week or 2 weeks of being in the church, and then I've been listening to him in the radio and all that, and then I started engaging to the radio. I sent SMSs and all that, and then after that, he inboxed me, and then he was talking to me that there's a Sunday that I didn't go to church, and then they asked me to. There's some time where they asked me to be their church, the MC, and then I agreed to that because it was a new church. Not even a lot of people were there, and then I became the MC. After that, he asked me that can I be the church admin because they had an admin, and then the admin went, and then I agreed to say okay, it's fine. I'll be the church admin. I can be the church admin because he saw, I think he went through my profile, and then he saw a business admin there, but he lied and said that I've been in his spirit. He's been thinking about that and all that. So okay, cool. And then I agreed, and then I was now the admin. So basically I was now getting responsible of like the church and everything going on, paperwork and all that. So from there on, he started now being so like he would call me anytime. Can you send an email to this and this, see, and all that, see? And then he started now to making it like what's this? Oh, he once there was an interview the when he was on radio, he he
So
called out my number.
he's also a radio uh presenter or a radio guest, regular radio guest on a Christian radio
Radio
station called Hope FM.
Yes, he's a radio presenter. He's a host
On
of a
Hope
show.
FM, which is a Christian radio station.
He's a
Okay.
Christian radio station. Hope
Okay.
FM. Okay, cool. And then after that, and then he now started to. Oh, okay. He started to call. He called out my numbers on the radio, right? And then after that, so that for people to get to him, they should get through me, and then I'll give him the numbers of the people and give him like, okay, this and this called and said this and this, and then for prayers and all that. And then
So
I
you're not
gave.
just the church admin, you also help
Yes,
him in that way.
I
Yeah,
was
he
also
gave you the
also
response.
yes, I was
Okay.
also helping him. Yes. Okay, so after that, after some time, and then after that, and then okay, when he was on radio now, when he was on radio now, oh, there was a time where okay, when he was at church, ne, when he's at church, ne, and then there's a lady or someone he wants to, he will start talking about them too much on the pulpit. When he makes example, like he would, I know people would attest on that one, because he would say a lot of things about me. You know, he would see my pictures. Maybe I was out and all that, and he would be like, "Yo, Asipe went out and this and this and this." And then people were now like starting to, okay, why is he always talking about this lady specifically? Okay. So when he was on radio some other time, after like a long time, now I was seeing, okay, this guy is hinting on something. And then he texts me, he sent me a message to say that, can I take you out? Okay. And then, oh, he said, when was your last time you went to the movies? And then I said, yo, a long time ago. And then he's like, let's go out. It was on a Thursday, and then the following day was on a Friday. And then he told me to look at the movies and all that, and then I will come back to him. And then I did that. When I screenshot the movies, I agreed to going out with him and all that. When we are ladies, I think this thing of anointing and it's deceiving, also being wanted by a man that is in front and all that, and we feel as if that those people, they're righteous and they just okay, they wouldn't do you dirty and all that. Because I didn't even hesitate on agreeing to going with him. I just said like, it's okay, we can go out.
Hmm.
And then when we were on our way to going out, and then when we were going out, apparently his car broke down. And then we started talking from there. And then he started talking. He lies so much. He lies so much. And then he started lying and told me that he's not from here. It's only 1 month. He's been staying at that place for 1 month where he's staying. He's from what's this thing? He was staying in Rodiport, in some flat in Rodiport and all that. He has only 1 month, only to find out now that that person has been staying there since he's been staying there. He's never been to Rodiport or whatsoever he was saying. Okay. And then after that, the date didn't happen because his car broke down. Like his car broke down. So there's also this thing that he does ne? When he sees that there's a new lady or what, he will start talking about himself in the pulpit. So when he saw me around, about when the second time when I came there, he started saying that he's a qualified engineer. That I'm a qualified engineer, only to find out he doesn't even have a matric. That guy. So he was talking there in front to say that I'm a qualified engineer. I think it was after maybe he saw like a lot of things, and it's like, I'm a qualified engineer, uh, you know. And then like his stories don't click because now he talks a lot of things at once, and then now you can tell it's okay. The other time he said this time he said the other thing. Okay. So fine, and then after that, after the date didn't happen, and then he called, and then he was asking. That was the time when he asked me about the massage. Am I able to do massage and all that? And I was like, nah, yeah, I
So he
can
was
do massage.
asking you if you can do massage.
Yes,
He wants you to do massage, to massage him.
yes, to
Okay.
massage. So and then he asked me, oh, and then I told him, no, you can, yeah, I can do massage. And then just I told him to buy some oils. I said, just buy your oil. I think, yeah, not buy oil, sorry, baby oil. And then I said also buy magnolia oil. And then I screenshotted the magnolia oil to send him to show him what he's supposed to buy. And then he went and buy those things. And then later on, he was like, okay, where can I get you? And all that. I was like, okay, I'll come to the mall then, because I was going to the mall for some stuff. And then I went to the mall, and then I got him there then. And then after that, after I bought those things, and then I went to okay, we went to his house. And then mind you, the first time the date happened, when we were going on that date, when the car broke down, after he said he's cold, he wants to go get something in the house. And I was like, I also want to pee, can we just pass, and then I want to go to the toilet. And then I saw where he stays, and then I was going there for the second time there, and then he took me home that time. And then for the second time, and then he gave me those oils, and then I started doing the massage on him. And then he was like asking me about okay, he asked me about my baby daddy, the stories and all that. And then he started telling me also about his ex. His ex is a lady, apparently he introduced at church.
Okay. Before we
That was
talk about his ex, weren't
mhm.
you suspicious when he said you should give him a massage? You should go to his house and give him a massage.
Because I when because I thought like this person, he wants me, because he had asked me to go on a date with him, remember? So when he talked about a massage, because I never like had that mind in my that mind to say that, okay, he's a man of God, obviously he's not going to do anything, you see. So I had trusted him to that extent.
Okay. But you
Or
know that's not safe. I mean, you found out that's not safe anyway.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not, yeah.
Okay. Continue. So
Okay.
there's this
And
other lady. You were saying there's this other lady.
excuse me.
You continue.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
okay, so there's this other lady. He introduced him at church. That lady. That was before I got there. I got there when things were just were not okay. when I got there, because he introduced that lady to the church to say that he is going to marry that lady. Okay. And then when he was telling me about this lady to say that, oh, this lady sweat at him in the group chat. Apparently they had a group chat before me. They had a group chat, and then he sweat at him, and then he told people that they are pastor. He told people a lot of things about him. And then also when people were asking the lady, he told them that that pastor is going to sleep with everyone, each and every person in that church. He's also going to sleep with the grandmothers that are in the church, because the church is full of like grandmothers and old people, just like old people. And then he told them that. And then I started laughing about it
So this
because I
lady, this
thought,
lady was what? She was engaged to him before. Now she's saying all these things.
yes, he introduced the lady to the church to say that he's going to marry that lady.
But now she's saying that, look, this guy is a predator, sexual predator.
Yes, sexual predator is going to sleep with each and every one of you guys all there. And everyone at church like found it as a joke. We all found it as a joke. We just laughed at it because
You didn't
we
believe
didn't
it.
understand. We didn't believe it exactly, because a lot of people, that they would believe the men of God rather than the victims themselves, you see. So and then after, later on, when I found out is that the guy had cheated maybe on the lady with a young child, with a young girl. Because there was a girl also, the one that told me her story also. There was a girl that time. She said the lady was he came to her and then asked her, what are you doing with this person, you see. So apparently it means that she saw something. She's not crazy. She wouldn't just go into a group chat and just tell people that this person will sleep with each and every one of you and all that, you see. So
Mm.
yeah, now he just changed all the things. And then he told me that that lady was crazy. He was on some medication, I don't know, anxiety medication or what, I don't know. But he tried to get him to therapy and all that, but it didn't work, because that lady is crazy. It's just crazy and all that. Okay, fine. And then there he told me, hey, that's where he told me that, okay, he has been looking at me, and then he likes me and he would like to build something with me and all that. And then, okay, I was like, oh, but he's scared that maybe I didn't heal from my past and all that. And I was like, no, me, I think I've stayed a long time after my baby date, so I think I've healed it. I've healed, you see. And then he was like, I know, okay, and then we will continue talking about it and all that. And then from there on, that's where he started now coming to my place. When it was like when it was church day. There was a day when it was raining, heavily raining. And then I was like, yo, I'm not going to church because it's raining. He was like, okay, no, I will come take you. And then, just for people to not be suspicious, there was a group that was for committee. He came into the group. When he came to the group, he said to some other lady and a man to say that I will come and get you there, and I will go take Asipe so that we go to church. Of which initially he was coming to take me. And then when the people said, I know it's fine, you shouldn't take us. And then he came to take me here, and then took me to church. There was a time where I was sick. I told him like, I'm sick and all that. And then he came and gave me medication. And then okay, he would like take me maybe after church, and then we'll go to his place. So there was a time after he had slept
So
with
he
me.
was doing
After,
all of this, right? Did you
yes.
did you he was doing things for you. He was trying to be there, trying to, I mean, he told you he loves you and all that. Were you in love with
Mm-hmm.
him too?
Yes, at that point I was in love with him too, because he had given
Okay.
me that impression. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And then after some time, after he had slept with me. And then that is after.
Okay. So he slept with you. Was that the first time you guys met, or
No, it was not. I think the second time I slept in his place.
okay? Why did you
Yeah.
sleep in his place when you know that that is not supposed to? to be
to
right.
to have kids. Yes, because I was under the impression that I am now in a relationship with this person. You
But even
see,
if you're in a
and
relationship with somebody, you don't sleep with them from a Christian
I am,
perspective, right? So
yes,
you
from
made
a
a
Christian,
mistake.
yes, and you're very right, correct about that. Mhm.
What did he
So
tell
okay,
you before he slept with you? Did he just say, did you say no, or was it okay? Was it for him? Did he say certain things to get you to do that?
I didn't hear that.
What did he say for him to get you to sleep with him? Was it something that just happened, or
Oh no, no, it's I get it. Like I went there. I think he was using the massage thing. So when I got there and all that, so we were sleeping. He just decided Nje, to start kissing me, and then after that, Nje, it's something that just happened.
okay, okay, all right, continue.
And then after, yes, and then after that, after some time, ne, okay, while we were still in that stage of like I don't know how to call it or whatsoever in here, there was a lady in church. That lady came to me. She said like, I see that you are so you are serving, and I see that you I just want you, I just want to tell you, there was a lady that was an admin before you. That lady, she
Hmm.
was just like you. She was serving and she was doing everything in church. But I want to tell you that that lady, when this guy introduced the one that he introduced now, the lady that she introduced now there,
Yes.
she that lady just left church just like that. That was the last Sunday she came to church.
So it
And we
seems
could
like
see
he's
that
in
there
the
was
habit
something
of
that was happening
introducing
between him
different
and this
women
pastor.
and different
But
women.
after he introduced this lady, that lady just decided to not come to church at all.
Hmm.
And then I just want to tell you that there's also another lady that he introduced.
Hmm.
Yes. And then he said that there was a lady also that he introduced at where they were serving before. I don't know if it's a Rainbow Church or what, but there was a church that he served before he opened this church, because it's a new one. This church is new. It's only 1 year.
Yes.
And then he told me that, okay, so this lady he introduced at that church, and then that thing didn't happen. It just ended like that. It just ended like that. And then now when now this thing is now happened, and then I asked him, okay, the other Sunday when he took me, I asked him now, okay, what is happening? Why are you now bringing me here, taking me home and all that? What are we doing? Because now you said you like me, so what's the step forward? What are we going to do? Because now remember, you are this person, and you are huge. So what is going to happen? Are you just going to just bring me here and all that? And then I think it came as a shock to him when I asked him that, because he couldn't speak for some time. He just decided to stand up and walk around, and he was like, oh, I am so tired, I want to sleep and all that. I'm like, because it was in the night, and then he had told me that, yo, Yena, he's tired, he cannot drive me to where I stay and all that. And then I'm like, okay. And then I kept quiet also. And then he came back to me. When he came back to explain whatsoever he was explaining, he was expressing something that I don't even understand. He was saying,
Hmm.
a whole lot of things that I have not healed yet. And also, I have a problem with people who have kids. I'm like, you came to me knowing that I have a child,
So
and
he
I've
slept
never
with you
had an.
now. He slept with you now. He's bringing excuses. He wants to get rid of
Yes,
you, or he doesn't want
yes.
to commit to the relationship.
Because he doesn't want to be committed. Exactly, exactly. And I'm like, okay, dude, you knew that I had a child. And then he brings back the ex again. He say, no, that woman that I wanted to marry also had a child. It's not like I have a problem. I was like, dude, you are contradicting yourself. Can you say one thing? Because you are saying a whole lot of things, and I don't understand. I don't even understand. And I was like, okay, it's fine, just don't explain, it's okay, I get you. And then I left it like that. And then now after that, and then he started, because he doesn't want, I don't know, he has a way of just wanting you to be happy when you meet him. And then when you are doing the people, and then I continued serving at church, but I had now distanced myself from him. When it was after church and all that, I wouldn't stay behind and all that, I would just go home. I just cut everything off, because I'm like, okay, I see this person, I see this person for who he is now. He's just like that. And then at some point now, I start to hear a lot of ladies that he had done these things too. I'm like, okay, it doesn't end, because now he's now doing it to young girls. There's a girl that is 17 years old. That girl, there was a time where we were sitting, and then out of the blue, he started saying to this girl, he started saying about this girl, yo, lo mntana lo ufit. He said it in Zulu. This child is fit, and that child, she's a child, 17-year old.
He's talking
I saw
about
her
this
on
17
Facebook
year
and I
old
went
girl.
through the comments. I was reading, oh, there was a lot of boys. In my mind, I'm asking, you are a pastor, but you are busy looking at the comments section and looking at the 17-year old. Yes, he's talking about the 17-year-old that she is fit.
Mm.
And then after that, okay, I'm like, oh, all right. Um, After some time, this child, yeah, this 17-year-old, I was like, okay, I'm going to notice that this 17-year-old, she is so bubbly, that child. She is so bubbly. And then after a certain time, the child goes very mute. When she goes to church, she comes and very conserved, and then she goes and then all that. And then I noticed that, man, there is something wrong about this child. And then I went to her, I was asking her, What's wrong? Like, it's, you are not used to, I'm not used to this person you are now. And then she was like, no, man, there's just a lot of things that are happening. And then when I was talking to the child, he saw me. He couldn't even go, I don't know. He was just making so much up and downs. Like he was, you could see that he's seeing that there's something that is happening right now. There's something that is really happening. And then fine, when this 17-year-old now started to open up to me and talking to me about all of things that happened in his life, in her life. And then he started to tell me about him, that on her birthday, he texted him and then told him that he would like to take him, but he wouldn't go back home. If he takes
That's the
her, he wouldn't
pastor.
go back home. And then he started to chat with her. Yes, the pastor. And then he started
Okay.
calling her Mamfundisi. Whenever he's talking to her, he calls her
17-year old. He's
Mamfundisi and
calling a
all that.
17-year-old Mamfundisi.
Mamfundisi, exactly. The very same 17-year-old that he said Ufit Lomdan. That one,
The one that he
when he
says
was
she's
talking.
fit. So now he's reached out to
Yes,
her. Now her birthday,
yes.
he
Mm-hmm.
wants to take her out, but she's not gonna go back home, and he's calling her a pastor's wife.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and he's calling her Mamfundisi and all that. Okay, and then when I was okay, when I was also looking at that one, and then there was the other one,
But
that
tell
one
me
now
about,
he's
let's stay on this one. How did it end? So he took her out, and
mhm.
then what happened on her birthday? The 17-year
Oh,
old.
the 17-year-old, he opened up to me until that certain point. He didn't want to go to, like, I don't know if he was because apparently they told her that I am that person, I am with him. So I think he was also scared that, okay, he's under the impression that I'm still with this guy. So when I asked him more questions, he just dwelled on that one, which he's always texting me, telling me that I'm Mamfundi, see, and then he wants to buy me this and that and all that, but he doesn't want to take out all the things that he has done to him.
Okay. And how old are you now again, Asipe? You're 20 what?
You
24,
see,
25?
I'm 25 right now.
Okay. All right. Tell us about the other girl then.
Okay, so the other girl, what happened to her is that that's when she was in grade 12 when it happened. So according to her, when she told me that he took him where he was. He took him home where she was home, and then when he took him home, he took him to his house. When he took him to his house, when they got here. got there, he started to touch him. When he was touching him, he started touching him
So
and
that
all
is
that. And
how
then
old
he
is this
started
one? How old is this girl now that he took to his place?
I'm guessing 22 or 23. I'm not sure,
Okay.
but he 23 or 22.
So
But
she's
it
also a
happened when
church
she
member.
was
He now
still
took to
young.
her place, to his place. He took her to a place, to
Hmm.
his place.
And then she, yes, yeah, he took her to his place. Yes.
Okay.
And then after that, when he took her to his place, and then he started to be naked. When the guy started to be naked, he started to just take off his clothes and then started touching this child and then starting touching her, and then he started to finger her and all that. When he tried to push her and everything, he just told him that I am what oh you why are you doing that, because you also wanted, why don't you just allow it to happen, because you also wanted, you know. And then, because I know the kind of person that he is, when because also with me, when I confronted him and then I asked him that, why did you sleep with me knowing very well that you don't know, he said uh you are saying it as if like you didn't want to win. Why are you acting like you didn't want to? Because this thing happened, this thing was benefiting both of us. It's not like I was the only one enjoying, he said that.
Hmm.
So, and then that one, I think it happened to her repeatedly, because he was also taking things to his home. He was telling me that he bought clothes. When he bought clothes, he bought clothes there, and then he bought her panties. And also at that time she told me that because also he was struggling at home, and then her mother didn't do a lot of things for them, and then he took advantage of that, and then he bought her panties, and then pads, and also he bought her these things of shaving, the shavery things and all that. And then he told her that the other time I saw you, I checked, and then I saw that you didn't shave, use those things and then send me pictures after you have shaved and all that.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, and then this one also had told me about another lady, another one. That one doesn't have parents. He doesn't have parents. Doesn't have parents. I think she stays with her kids. She has kids right now. She stays with her kids, and then that one, what he does, he would go to her and buy her groceries and all that, and then after that, he would sleep with him. Every time he brings him something, he would sleep with her, with that one. And it's so sad because that lady is just she doesn't have anything. Now a pastor comes, and then he takes advantage of him. And then when that one, he has started doing that a long time ago. So when he had now decided to come and open a church here in Orange Farm 365, he went to that girl and told her that you shouldn't tell people about this thing. You shouldn't tell anyone about this thing, because those people there, they don't know me, and you are going to make them. You are going to make my name dirty if you talk to them about me and all that. So time and time and now, like a lot of people that like are coming out to say that, okay, there's a lady that I know also that he did that to it means like there's a lot of ladies that he has done that to. And another thing about him, he lies so much, he lies so much about almost everything. Also, I had told you that everything that like at church at the church there are things that, firstly, the church is not even registered or anything. Secondly, whenever everything anything is done at the church or what's or not, the money that is used for offering, it doesn't go to anyone, it goes to him.
Hmm.
When it's after church, the money, he takes the money and then he goes with the money. So I've seen many times when I was with him, when he goes to the petrol station, buys food, he used the very same envelope that they give, which is for offering for people. He used the very same envelope to buy for girls food and buy petrol and whatsoever he needs. The offering money doesn't go to anything, but it goes to him. Whenever he's asked about, whenever he talks there, He would lie and say that the food parcels that are coming here, they are from the money of offering and all that, of which is a lie. The network that he's using, that network, it's the one that provides money for them. It's the one that gives them everything to do their soup kitchens, to give people food. But Yena, he's making it as if like the money comes from him. He would say lies and say that, okay, I took out 30,000 for the food and all that, of which is a lie. A lot of things of him is a lie. Also, firstly, he told people that he was a street kid for 3 years. It's
For
a lie.
you
He's
told them
never
he's a
been.
street kid.
Yes. Yeah, now
Okay.
he was a street kid for 3 years. There's a lady that knew him, talk, and then he said that lady that person didn't become a street kid for 3 years. He was a street kid maybe for a month or 2 months. He left. He even ran away from home. He was not even. He ran away from home, and then became that, and then he came back for 3 years. It doesn't even make sense. How can a person that stays in Subukeng goes and be a street kid in Johannesburg and nobody sees him for 3 years? Even his family doesn't see him for 3 years, and then he's that street kids for 2 years, for those
Mm,
3 years. And that story, it's the one that made him to be so popular. And one thing about him, he's after popularity. He wants to. That is why everything he does, he's it's always on his wall. When he does this, he's always posting it. I did this and this. I did this and this and this. It's because he wants to be popular. So the thing that bothered me the most, it's the one of ladies. Why is he doing that to ladies? Because it's not only the ones that I have counted, but there's a whole lot of ladies that he has done that to. Why can't he just be faithful? And then he does talk about that on the radio station. And then he would brag about it, because according to me, it's bragging. He would brag
mm,
about it and say that I have had a lot of girls, and all that, of which he's bragging about that. He's not
mm,
repenting, but what he does, he's still carrying on and on and on, doing the very same thing to other ladies. So that is why I decided to say that let me just take a step to this person, because we cannot carry on doing like this, protecting the very same people who are going to hurt a whole lot of people, but we are still protecting them. But we do have these stories about them, but we are still protecting them. Why are we doing that? And I know a lot of people, like the people that stand for them, for those people, they are the very same women are the ones that will stand for these men's for these men. Women are the ones that will stand for it. Because when I left church, apparently when I left church, there was a woman that went in front and talked bad about me, not knowing the story, not knowing why I left, not knowing what happened. But he went in front and lied about me. And then when I heard that he told people that I wanted him. He didn't want me, but I wanted him. And then he didn't want me because I have a child. And then that's why I decided to leave church, because he didn't want me. Why is he going on and lying about those things? Why can't he tell people the truth, that I did this and this and this to this lady and all that? And just a lot. Just now he was just involved in things of um sangoma issues. He was calling people on his radio station. He's now involved with sangomas,
mm,
all of us.
mm. So, in
And
case you're watching and you don't know what Sangoma is, that's like a native doctor, witch doctor. And this is the
yeah,
man that we're talking about here, Pastor Tshepo Mosala. He runs a church, he calls it Kingdom of Hope. Uh, and given this sort of experience, listening to you, Asipe, sharing your story, it's you you painted this man as a scammer, as a sexual predator, as a scam, as a deceitful person, somebody who is not a man of God. So he doesn't deserve to, someone who sleeps with every woman. He's using the so-called church and the pulpit to take advantage of women. And I wonder why Hope FM, this Christian radio station, is allowing somebody like this to be on their station. So I'm calling out Hope FM right now. Whoever is watching, if you know Hope FM, tell them this man should not be there. This man is in his 30s, mid 30s, taking advantage of girls as young as 17. And one thing I also notice is he's taking advantage of women that are very vulnerable. Women that he would target women that have kids because he knows they want to get married or they need help. He's targeting women, girls who cannot take care of themselves, who come from broken homes, who doesn't have a father, and all of that. So it's intentional. And we don't know why he's doing that, because at the end of the day, okay, we just lost to CFA. At the end of the day, this guy that's involved with like sangomas now, he's probably involved in some rituals. It's abnormal for a man to just keep sleeping with women like that. Something is wrong, especially when you claim to be a man of God. It's abnormal. It's not normal. He's now using that to fulfill part of his ritual covenant, because he wants the fame and the fortune. That's what he wants. And you see, there are many of them out there that are doing the same thing. I'm just going to give Asife a few minutes if she could log in. If not, then, I mean, she's covered quite everything anyway. I just wanted her to give her closing remarks. But there are so many of them that are doing that. They go to these areas where they know that women are very vulnerable. There's no one to protect women. That's why, as a man, you need to protect the women that are around you, whether they're your sisters, whether they're your friends, whether they're women that you know, whether it's in church or at work. You have a responsibility to protect women. If they insist they want to go that way, there's nothing you can do about it. But you have to be there to tell them the truth, to protect them from sexual predators like this, who have infiltrated the church. They have a big operation right now going on in the church, taking advantage of so many girls and women, which is quite sad. Anyway, let's leave it here. Thank you so much, Asife, for sharing this story. And let's be aware, guys. I want to challenge men to please be a good man. Be a good man and protect women. This is Women's Month, anyway. And I want to challenge women, don't just fall for the lies. Just because somebody says he wants to marry you, doesn't mean you go sleep with them. Just because somebody claims to be a pastor and runs a church or has access to the pulpit doesn't mean they are trustworthy. There are a lot of liars who claim to be pastors today, scammers who claim to be pastors today, sexual predators who claim to be pastors today. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe and have a wonderful day. CP is back here, so I'd just close the show, but I wanted to give you just the time to say just some final the lessons that you've learned from it and what lessons you want people to take from it.
Okay. So I'd like young women, especially young women, do not be deceived that a person is man of God. And I would like women, especially women, let us stop wanting to protect our men of God and let victims suffer because we want. Let us stop this thing of loving men of God so much to a point that we want victims to feel like they're the ones that are wrong, and then the men of God, they are wrong, they are right. I understand that we also involve ourselves in this type of situations, and we also agreeing to these things, but Can we open a space where women are able to speak about these things without being judged, without being told that they wanted this thing to happen to them? Can we open a space for women to be able to reach through without being afraid that this person is a man of God, this person is helping a lot of people, and people are now becoming scared because of that man of God situation? Can women stand for women? This thing, I did it because I want to stop this thing from happening. I want to say, not in the name of women. Can men of God stay away from being predators, from using women and then using their anointing to getting women and hurting them? If you do not want a person, please stop hurting women in the church. The church is not a place where we are supposed to go and be broken. The church is not a place where we are supposed to go there and being stabbed by the very same men of God. When we go out of the world and then we run away, we run to church, we're running there because we want to heal there. But when we get there, we get hurt again. What is that? What is that? Can men of God stop this thing of hurting women? Can they please stop that? And women, can we stand for other women? I am now standing this. I know a lot of people are going to come against me and all that, but I am standing for the women that he has done it to, the ones that kept quiet and never had a chance to come forward and talked about it. And I am standing to say, no, it is enough. It is enough. You have done this to a lot of women. Can it be the last time that you do it? It is no longer going to happen again. It stops now. Let us speak out about this type of men of God. Let us stop keeping quiet. Let us speak out and call them out into order. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Asife. Thank you for your time, and thank you for being bold to share this and to help other people. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope that, everything turns out well for you. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right, people. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you so much. Thank you.